Israel's military said it had hit Hezbollah's intelligence headquarters in the Lebanese capital Beirut, as reports emerged that Successor Safieddine, the presumed successor to slain Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, was targeted during airstrikes in the Dahieh suburb. This comes as Israeli troops had started ground raids into parts of southern Lebanon, a stronghold of Hezbollah, after days of bombing of areas across the country where the group holds sway. In Beirut, the Israeli strikes were aimed at a meeting of senior Hezbollah leaders, including Safieddine, who oversees the military operations as head of the Iran-backed group's executive council. Safieddine is the man widely regarded as the heir of slain Hezbollah leader Nasrallah, who was killed in an Israeli airstrike that also targeted dozens of other leaders of the Iran-backed group. He was designated a terrorist by the U.S. State Department in 2017 and is a cousin of Nasrallah. Israel had conducted 11 consecutive strikes on the group's South Beirut stronghold, in one of the most violent raids since the country intensified its bombardment campaign last week. Lebanon's official national news agency, or NNA, said, "More than 10 consecutive strikes have been recorded so far, in one of the strongest raids on the southern suburbs of Beirut since the start of the Israeli war on Lebanon." The strikes echoed to mountain regions outside Beirut, the NNA said. Separately, in a joint operation, the Israel Defense Forces and Israel Security Agency eliminated Zahi Yasser Abd al-Razek Ufi, the head of the Hamas in Tulkarm on Thursday. The Israeli Air Force conducted an intelligence-based strike in the Tulkarm area, where Ufi was known for planning and leading an attempted car bombing attack in Adaret on September 2nd. He was responsible for supplying weapons to various groups in the region and orchestrating several other attacks aimed at communities in Judea and Samaria, as well as the Israeli home front. Ufi was reportedly in the process of planning a new attack in the immediate future. He was also involved in numerous significant attacks against Israeli civilians. The Israeli military has also announced the killing of Mahmoud Youssef Anisi, a senior member of Hezbollah involved in the group's weapons manufacturing efforts. Anisi was killed earlier this week in an Israel Air Force precise strike in Beirut. Anisi was a key leader in Hezbollah's precision-guided missile campaign in Lebanon and possessed extensive technological expertise in weapons manufacturing. He had been with Hezbollah for more than 15 years and held a degree in mechanical engineering, dedicating his skills to the development of advanced weaponry for the group. These back-to-back strikes on Hamas and Hezbollah are part of the Israeli military campaign, which has now shifted its focus to Lebanon. Earlier Thursday, Israeli Army Arabic language spokesperson Avichai Adraei had issued an urgent warning for residents of the South Beirut area of Burj al-Barajneh to evacuate along with maps of the area. He later issued an evacuation order for the Hadath neighborhood of Beirut's south. "You are located near facilities and interests belonging to Hezbollah and the IDF, Israeli Army, will work against them in the near future," he had said in a statement on X. This week, Israel announced that its troops had started ground raids into parts of southern Lebanon, after days of heavy bombardment of Hezbollah strongholds around the country. After nearly a year of low-intensity cross-border fighting, Israel has expanded its military campaign from Gaza to Lebanon, where heavy bombing has killed more than 1,000 people and forced hundreds of thousands to flee their homes. Israel last week killed Hezbollah leader Nasrallah in South Beirut, a densely populated area before residents fled Israel's intensifying bombardment. Don't miss any trend. Subscribe and hit the notification button.